Hey guys, welcome back to another video of EZauto-Boyz. Today I'm doing an oil change on the 2001 Kawasaki Lakota Sport. I'm doing an oil change because the oil is black and the oil is really low too, so I might as well change the oil. Before we get started, you're going to want to get yourself an oil catch pan. And that is the drain plug right there. It's the one that is slanted sideways, as you can see zoomed in, and it is a 17mm socket. And the socket fits nice and snug, so that's it. 17mm. What I'm actually gonna do first is I'm gonna break the drain plug loose, so that it'll be easier for me to do when the catch pan is right under. Now I'm just gonna pull out the drain plug with my fingers, and I'm just gonna let it all drain. Then when the oil drains, you're just gonna clean around the excess oil that got a little spilled around. Then you're gonna get a new O-ring for the plug. Then you're gonna screw it back in and tighten it. Make sure you don't tighten it too much. So next is the oil filter, and the oil filter is actually right behind this cap. And this cap is it has two bolts that are both 8mm bolts. And before you get started, you're gonna want to get yourself the oil catch pan, because when you start unscrewing it, oil's gonna start dripping out. So I'm using a 8mm socket with a wrench, and I'm just starting to unscrew it. Once you take off the cap, you're gonna want to remember the way that it goes on, because it only goes on one way. And same with the oil filter, you don't want to mix up the two sides. You don't want to switch it around or anything like that, because it only goes in one way. Then after removing the oil filter, you're gonna want to thoroughly clean everything, make it nice and clean. Then with the oil filter, you're gonna want to remove the metal, like a rod in there, and you're not gonna want to mess it up. And then I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit so it doesn't have any like debris on it. Keep it the same way. Then you're gonna grab your new oil filter, and then basically just stick it in the same way so that it's like even on both sides. Then make sure everything's nice and clean, and then that's that. And then this is the oil filter that I got. It's like a $10 oil filter from Amazon. Then when putting on the filter, you're gonna want to make sure that you put it in the right way. Then you're gonna want to put the cap on after you cleaned it up, but then make sure you put your new seal on. Then once I got the new seal on, I'm gonna get some oil, and I'm just gonna grease up the seal a little bit so that it won't wrinkle when I put it on and tighten it. Now I'm gonna tighten the filter, and you don't want to over tighten it, but you just want to make it nice and snug to the point where it won't leak. Then just a little bit more. Then for the oil, I'm going to be using some 10W40 full synthetic motor oil. And I have like a less than a quarter inch bottle, so I'm just going to put the rest of it in. Then I'm going to use a different bottle. Now with our new bottle, also 1040, I'm just going to fill it up. And I'm going to look at the level. Then once I put the oil in the amount I need, I'm going to look through this little glass to make sure that my oil is good. And thanks for watching EZauto-Boyz, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and peace.